How news deceives us and manipulates us is a topic that got a lot of traction in recent times. It's not just news organizations that are to blame here. Often it is a two-way street. It is not merely that news deceives us, we are an active participant in the process. We want to be deceived, and clickbait articles that do so arise to meet that demand. We are an active participant in the process in the same way in which we are an active participant in the deception of a stage magician. It's not just news and politics either. There are other types of content that prey on our vulnerabilities, two types of which I want to highlight here. I call them good news about your bad habits and bad news about your good habits. Though perhaps a more accurate term for the latter would be bad news about someone else's good habits. After all, their intended audience is never the people who are already doing them, it is everyone else. Those videos are meant to reassure us that the better habits of our neighbors are not really that good for you and you're just fine the way you are. Why are those two types of content so concerning? Because they are so appealing. We like them. We like hearing that we're already doing a perfectly fine job in our lives and that we don't need to change or improve. You might say that there's no rule in mathematics, statistics, or information theory that says that good news is any less probable than bad news, where by good and bad I mean information that fits into your existing worldview. By no means should you view this video as me saying that good news is automatically untrustworthy. In fact, while I displayed a bunch of headlines and screenshots here, you should not take this to mean that I'm saying they are false. In fact, some of those articles and videos may very well be true, but they still fit the mold, which brings us to the next point. While mathematics is impartial and objective, we are not. We have cognitive biases that prevent us from impartially evaluating information. It's not so much that good news is 10 times more unlikely than bad news, it's that you will pay 10 times more attention to a news article that makes you feel good about yourself and your habits. So you need to be extra skeptical of them. Given the viral nature of news and content nowadays, that also means it's 10 times more likely to be shared by you and with you. Your content, quote, diet, unquote, is likely overwhelmingly skewed towards content that reinforces what you already believe. How can we solve this? It's both simple and tremendously difficult. The next time you're viewing an article, ask yourself the questions: do I want for this to be true? Is this evidence for what I already believe? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, it's time to ask yourself the next question. Is this true, or am I overlooking obvious flaws in the content because I want for it to be true?